Hello everyone, as a part of basic mathematics for physics, this is a video regarding the vector algebra and its basics. Vectors are like ABCDs of 11th standard and 12th standard physics. We need to know the vectors properly in order to solve the problems that are related to Newton's laws of motion or electrostatics or anything in higher physics. Let's get started. What is a vector? Vector is any quantity in mathematics that has both magnitude as well as direction. In physics point of view, if we take the quantities distance and displacement, distance is a scalar quantity whereas displacement is a vector quantity. Distance contains just the information of the magnitude of the kilometers that we have traveled. For example, Chennai to Delhi means it is, let us say, 2000 kilometers. We do not have the information whether I have traveled from Chennai to Delhi or Delhi to Chennai. But if I take the displacement, I can give you the direction of my travel, whether I came from Chennai to Delhi or I started from Delhi and ended at Chennai. So vectors are very important to understand the physics, and let us see the basics now. First, we define something called as unit vector. Unit vector is a vector that has the magnitude 1. It shows only the direction. If I take A bar as a vector, the unit vector is written as A cap. That means the modulus of A bar, that is the magnitude of A bar, is written to be 1. If I take the coordinate axis, that is x axis, y axis and z axis, I will be defining I cap as the unit vector along the direction of x, j cap as the unit vector along the direction of y, and k cap as the unit vector along the direction of z. So with this I cap, j cap and k cap, any vector in the space can be represented. Let us see the representations of the vectors. Vectors can be written in either normal form or in polar form. Consider a point P which is given by the coordinate 3, 4. If I want to find the OP vector, I can think like this. Let us assume you want to reach the point number P. If I take OP bar, that gives me the OP vector. Think like this. Travel 3 units in the direction of x axis, that is 3 cap, and then travel 4 units along the y direction, that is 4 cap, and yes, you have reached the point P. So I can represent OP vector as 3 cap plus 4 cap. This form is called as normal form of representation of vectors. From here, by using the Pythagoras theorem, I can clearly write the magnitude of OP bar is equal to, length is 3, so 3 square plus 4 square under root, which gives me 5 units. So the magnitude of this vector is 5 units. And the angle that it makes with the x-axis theta can be written as tan theta is equal to 4 upon 3. So theta can be written as tan inverse of 4 by 3. Tan inverse means that is inverse trigonometry. So in general, OP bar can be written as A cap plus B j cap, which is called the normal form of representation of vectors. Here, the magnitude OP is given as square root of A square plus B square, and the angle is represented by tan theta is equal to B upon A. This is a very important point to note. Now think about the same vector. I can represent the OP bar as, take 5 units on the x-axis like this and mark it as P dash. This is OP dash, 5 units, and rotate it with an angle theta. That means here also I am going to get the same OP vector. This form of representation is called as the polar form of representation. Usually in physics, all the problems vectors are represented in polar form, and we will be converting it to the normal form for easier addition and subtraction. Watch this video till the end in order to know how to add vectors and how to convert the polar form to normal form. So now I can represent OP bar can be written as 5 angle theta. This representation is called as polar form representation. In general, any vector can be represented in polar form, which is given by modulus of OP angle theta, where theta is the angle that is made with the x-axis. In physics, we will be considering the resolution of vectors, which is the most important point. Generally, all the forces or any velocity will be given in the form of a polar form, and we are expected to convert it to normal form because the addition and subtraction will become very easy when we convert it to the normal form. So how do we convert a polar form given vector into a normal form? Let us see that. Consider OP vector, which is given, whose magnitude is modulus of OP equal to A, and it is making an angle of theta with the x-axis. From trigonometry, I can write OD upon OP is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, which becomes cos theta, where OD is equal to OP cos theta. So this OD can be represented in the term of x, and this can be represented in the term of y. So I can clearly write x is equal to A cos theta. Similarly, I can write dP upon OP is equal to sin theta, dP is equal to OP sin theta, dP is equal to y, which is equal to A into sin theta is sin theta. So clearly now I have got the x component and y component, and I can write the normal form as OP bar is equal to A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta j cap. This concept is called as resolution of vectors. So if someone has given me a vector like this is 5 and this is 30, I can write in terms of x direction, this vector is 5 cos 30 degree, and this y direction component is 5 sin 30 degree. This is the most important thing in our physics point of view. Next comes how we are going to do the addition and subtraction of the vectors. There are two laws regarding the same. One is called the parallelogram law and another is called the triangular law of addition. The parallelogram law states that when two vectors are added, A bar and B bar, when I make it into a parallelogram, A bar plus B bar is nothing but the diagonal of the parallelogram, A bar plus B bar. Triangle law is also another form of vector addition only. It is similar to parallelogram law. If I have A bar here and if I have B bar here joined like this, then A bar plus B bar is this vector joining from this end to this end. Subtraction means the directions of the vectors will be reversed and you can add it simply like that. So A bar minus B bar means that can be represented as A bar plus minus of B bar, which can be considered to be, you take A bar, if B bar is like this, you reverse the direction, and yes, this is our A bar plus minus of B bar. So in order to do the addition and subtraction of vectors, we will be deriving one important concept right now. Consider two vectors A bar and B bar, which are separated by theta. I want to add both of them. So what I will do is, they are now in terms of polar form. I'm going to resolve the vectors into x components and y components, and finally I will be adding directly all the x components together and y components together. For example, let us say A bar is equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap and B bar is equal to minus 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. Then what is A bar plus B bar? That will be equal to 3 plus minus 2, that is 1 I cap, plus 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7 j cap. This is our resultant vector. So in order to find the component along this one, along x direction, I will be writing it as mod A cos theta, and the y component I can write it as mod A sin theta. So basically A bar can be written as mod A cos theta I cap plus mod A sin theta j cap, and B bar we have just mod B I cap direction. So what is my A bar plus B bar? That becomes mod of A bar cos theta plus mod B I cap plus mod A sin theta j cap. This is the final answer. Now if I want to find the magnitude of it, how will I find the magnitude of A bar plus B bar? Modulus of A bar plus B bar can be written as square root of this value and this value. So it comes to be like this, A bar plus B bar. This angle is defined as alpha. I can find alpha as well as I can find A plus B mod. The modulus of A bar plus B bar can be written as mod of A cos theta plus mod of B the whole square plus mod A sin theta the whole square. If I expand this, I'll be getting mod A square cos square theta plus mod B square plus 2 mod A mod B cos theta plus mod A square sin square theta. So this both, if I take common and simplify using the trigonometric identity, I can write finally the answer is mod A square plus mod B square plus 2 mod A mod B cos theta. This is mod A plus B. So this formula is very, very important. When we are adding two vectors, A bar and B bar, if the modulus is given, directly we can write A bar plus B bar mod is equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. But I always suggest my students to use the resolution method and derive the vectors in I cap and J cap and write the final answers. You can remember this formula, but my suggestion is always to use the resolution of vectors concept. The angle alpha can be found out simply by taking tan alpha is equal to A sin theta divided by mod A cos theta plus mod B. So this you no need to remember. You can, as I said earlier, you can just convert into normal form and write down the final answers. Hope you have understood about the basics of vectors and addition and subtraction. In the part 2 video, we will be discussing the multiplication of vectors. If you have not yet subscribed to EC Exam Academy channel, please do subscribe it and click on that bell icon and follow us for more updates. If you have any questions regarding the concept or any other clarification that is required, please feel free to leave a comment. I will be posting a video regarding the same. Thank you.